I'm creating a new rock band from scratch.
There are so many people that have given up on what they actually want to do because at some point someone gave them the impression that they had to be a child prodigy in order to do what they love.
I was working with a guitarist. I decided not to work with them anymore, and that unfortunately just puts me back a lot. I just don't know how long it's going to take. My whole strategy has had to change. I'm feeling a bit of pressure. And I'm feeling a bit of pressure because I feel like as soon as you say that you're going to do something, that people expect you to have a finished product within weeks, if not months. And I just know that that is not the way this is going to go down. In this video, I'm going to try and be really open about my starting place, where I'm at right now. And I'm hoping that in the future we can look back at where I started, see how far I've come, but also prove that if you're really passionate about something, it doesn't matter how big the task ahead actually seems, that if you're really passionate about something, you really want to do it, then there's a way to make your dreams a reality. If you're new here, I've been in a bunch of bands over the years, and this time I'm starting a brand new band from scratch, and I'm bringing you along with me on the journey. Stick around to the end if you can, because this is gonna be a big one. I actually started this project about 6 months ago, and then I took about a 3-month break not that long after I started it because it all fell apart. That's the honest truth. It crumbled, crashed and burned. I originally had it kind of set up that I was going to get it off the ground really, really quickly, and the way that I was going to do this was I had a guitarist friend who had a set of skills that really complemented my own really, really well, actually. I'm coming at this as a lyricist, a singer, a songwriter, and he is a guitarist who's also great on the bass, who can program drums and has recording equipment. And he had this ability to take the songs that I would sing at him and turn it into something which was of great quality and heavier in nature, which was perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And so what I would do was I'd go over to his house and we would have a couple of sessions where I would basically just sing at him my ideas. A bit like this, right? So this is what I'd bring to the table. Just like pretend you're him. You're getting his like view of what I'd bring to the table, essentially. Cut at your heart for me, so you melt and swallow the key. We had a couple of sessions like this, and we came up with a couple of like pretty much almost finished tracks, to be honest, and they sounded really great, but unfortunately it didn't work out. It just I think we both had different expectations of what we wanted out of it. I was really disheartened by this because this was kind of the plan for me. The music was sounding really great, and then when that wasn't going to be a thing anymore, yeah, it made me question about which direction I wanted to go with it next, because it wasn't going to take a very long time with the particular skills that we had together, but yeah, it didn't work out. This kind of left me with a bit of a choice. I had a bit of a decision to make. I could try and find someone with a similar skill set to that guitarist and essentially just have them come in to fill all the gaps that I currently have within this project that I can't do myself. Or I could hire it in from professionals or session musicians. You need money for that though. But both those things come with one big challenge, and that is that I'd have to give up some of the creative control, because essentially I don't feel like I have the skill set to effectively get my ideas across. There's a third option. I am thinking about coming at this from a slightly different angle, but it's going to be a very long-winded process if it even works. Okay, it's about to get serious, y'all. I'm planning to spend the next year dedicating myself to learning the skills that I don't have, particularly learning the guitar and learning how to record things on my own laptop. These are skills that I've never had because I've never needed to have them. In bands, I've always come in as a singer lyricist, and there's always been someone else in the band that can play other instruments, who can get better ideas across than me, and who can record them for demos before taking those demos into the studio. These skills would be highly advantageous for me to have, regardless of whether I then go on to work with other musicians or continue the project just as a solo project, but with a band name and a band vibe, a bit like the Rocket Summer. Without having these skills, I'm severely holding myself back and limiting my potential, especially in getting ideas across. I just really struggle with that. I know when I love a riff, I can't kind of get the idea out of my head and into the real world. My plan is to start by dedicating every day to getting that little bit closer to being where I need to be with the skills. And I've dedicated full years to more ridiculous notions. Looking back, those entire years feel like a blip in my history. They feel like basically no time at all. And so while today I'm on essentially day one, I guess, it might feel like, oh gosh, I'm taking a year out to learn skills without like actively pushing forward the project. In the long run, it will be so beneficial to me and everyone that I work with, and it will fly by. And you'll be happier for it because you'll actually get some decent music from me. You know what? I love the drama of taking off my jacket, but I'm actually getting cold now. Grease lightning. Woo. Okay, we back, baby. So if you're expecting music anytime soon, I am working on it, but it might take a while, and I'm okay with that. But I want to make it super clear, and I want you to know the direction that I'm going in and this channel is going in. What I will do is I will document the whole process of me building these skills and developing this project. And just because I'm taking a year out to learn some skills does not mean that I'm gonna stop preparing all the other things that are gonna help bring this project together. I'm still gonna be working on my look, the aesthetics, my lyrics, all the things that give the music that extra spicy packaging. I'm going to be working on and documenting alongside the skill building. Let me know what you think about this approach in the comments. Let me know whether you think it's a good idea, whether you think it's a terrible idea, whether you don't think I'm going to get everything done within a year, or if you believe in me. Give me a like if you like this video, and to get all my latest updates, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let's make the world a more creative place. If you're curious about how I got to this position and all the bands I've previously been in, then do check out this video next.